Make the ground shake.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kyle the Pug Podcast Reboot, episode number 2. That is right, we're on episode number 2. And I just want to say, first of all, before we get started, thank you guys so much for 10K. Again, if you guys haven't seen the premiere, I will actually link it in the description of this podcast below, so you guys go check it out, because this will be uploaded on the YouTube side. So again, thank you guys so much. That is number 1. And number 2, I want to dedicate this to the PSVG community on the Discord side for their podcast, because they motivated me to bring back my own podcast show back from the grave, just like this. So, yep, just rise up. So, we're back at it. We're back at it with another Sunday podcast, and we're here to, we're basically here to talk about some sports, video games, you name it, right down the line. So, anyways, I do have some, I have some guests for everybody today, as always. It's the man that waddles into the scene, as always. We have the Penguinator, and he was the one that actually provided help from the video. So, what's going on?
Not much.
And Matt's trying to get his mic. Well, yeah, Matt is actually here, but he's trying to get his mic taken care of. I don't know what's going on with his end. But anyways, well, hopefully Matt can come right back here. Like, I think he might be having mic issues, or the kid is, the kid's probably
go away.
But anyways, what's going on with you, man? How you been? Like, tell us what you've been up to.
Who, me, or?
Well, yeah, obviously, Matt just left the party. I was going to say.
Just been working a lot because of the COVID-19, and being in emergency services has not been very easy, you know, having to make preparations and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I got you there. But like I said, I've had a really stressful week kind of myself, especially like from like the in real life personal side. I'm not going to really talk too much into it, but let's just say I'll DM you like in the, like right after this show. So it got super bad. Not the movie super bad, but we're talking about just like really, really, really bad. But like I said, I'll tell you about it later. But anyways, so how's everybody doing in the chat? We actually got some people watching right now, so I hope you guys are doing well, having a good Sunday. Some positive vibes for everybody. So everybody's here tuning in on the Twitch side. So yes, we always do our podcast on Twitch. So again, thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. And you guys make this possible. And without you guys, there would be no me. Not at all. But anyways, so first thing I do want to say, it's baseball season would have started this weekend. But there's still no baseball. And everybody knows why there's still no baseball. Due to the fact that the coronavirus is still rolling around.
Because the Dodgers suck.
Oh, you're so funny. But, anyways. That's for a lot of people, actually, but not just Matt. But, actually, and I read something interesting today, that sports fans are still using Animal Crossing to show off their team pride during the coronavirus pandemic. So I saw some clips online of people using sporting their favorite teams and all that. It was actually pretty interesting to see. I think they have like a bunch. I think all 30 teams are available for like Animal Crossing QR codes, which is actually quite interesting to say the least. Which I actually got some off Reddit. I actually had my character put on a Dodgers jersey, like a white jersey for home and an away jersey, which is obviously the gray and the white. The Dodgers don't really have like a though they kind of do have a blue color, but they don't have like away color-ish kind of thing. But yeah, I think I got Clayton Kershaw's home jersey, and I think I got Cody Bellinger's away jersey on Animal Crossing. So I looked up on Reddit for the QR code, and yeah. That's basically all there is to it, but I think there is. I'll have to link it on Reddit if you guys are into this sort of thing. Like if you're into baseball and you're into Animal Crossing, I will definitely like try to put the Reddit link in the description for you guys once this comes out. But hopefully Matt has his mic working now.
I think it does.
Is it? Okay. Well, you sound a lot more clear.
Yeah, I had my microphone wasn't working at the first rate, unfortunately. I don't know what happened there. I just had to reset.
Yeah, that's fine. It's all good. But how are you doing today, Matt? What's going on with you? Tell the audience what you've been up to.
Just playing with the boys. Andrew's napping. Alex wants to play Go Fish.
Alex is still.
Fish for money.
Andrew the goat. He's not a goat.
Yeah, he's not a goat.
He's not a goat.
He's not a goat. Andrew the goat. He's not a goat, Daddy.
That was so funny.
He's not a goat, but anyways, yeah, we were discussing sports or baseball fans, not just baseball fans, but sports fans are using Animal Crossing to rep their teams without their without any sports going on. So sports fans are giving up. I'll just tell you that much.
Yeah, I saw that. Wasn't that Rebecca that did that?
I think it might have been, but I saw the story on Yahoo Sports because Yahoo Sports had a story on it. But I did see a tweet on that. She actually had a Phillies thing on. But I mean, I kind of looked into it. But I was like, I mean, I was kind of an asshole for this, and I just put like a Dodgers thing with the. I don't know. I'm competitive. That's my problem. But anyways, so it won't be long before Matt gets the game and starts to rep Angel stuff on Animal Crossing.
Not gonna happen.
He's like, not gonna happen. He's just like, nope, he's not doing it.
Because if he gets that game, he will never get his Switch back.
Because we all know Alex is gonna enjoy it, like, a lot, and all that. And maybe Andrew might enjoy it too. You never know.
When he gets
But
older, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's go to our first. You actually do sound very happy. But by the way, shout out to Matt Man, by the way, for providing in the 10K video. Again, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. But yeah,
man.
Yeah, Penguin, you guys were all funny. I'll give it to you guys. Thank you guys so much. Seriously. But
No problem.
I don't know why we're laughing. But probably
that
because
is exactly
of
why
Alex.
Alex is the real MVP. That's why. No, go
All
Fish.
right. So our question of the night. Yeah, this is gonna be our first thing ever we're gonna have on the show. Question of the night, and it's gonna be video game related. And I actually have my answer for this, but I want to see what you guys have in store. So our question of the night, I actually came up with this by myself. What iconic game have you never played before, but you really want to play so badly? So Penguin, we're gonna start with you, because we were talking about this earlier.
Okay, so it is a Star Wars game, but what it is like I was saying earlier, I just came across it. They have an entire warehouse set up. They give you a VR helmet and a backpack so you're mobile. You move around the entire warehouse and you do missions like you're one of the rebels in Star Wars, or you're trying to survive a zombies map. You're fighting alongside the Avengers, and it's called thevoid.com. Let me put that in the chat. And y'all need to look it up because they have Jumanji, they have Avengers, they have Ghostbusters, and it looks pretty dang awesome. So I was going to do something else, but then I ran across that and I was like, oh, I want to do that so bad.
I want to do it. I want to do it very bad. But yeah, it does sound like it would be super fun, honestly, because like survival horror-ish kind of with Star Wars stuff. Imagine like a lightsaber just like going in there.
I look at it like this. That's the first step into the next step being an actual holodeck like in Star Trek Next Generation.
Gotcha. So it's kind of like a mix-ish of sci-fi and horror in a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of like The Matrix, except you don't have a long needle stuck into the back of your head.
It's just like, and you don't have like these Matrix moves.
Yeah.
You just don't. It's just like the slow motion effects. It's just.
You're going backwards as they shoot at you. Pika.
Oh man, Pikachu, the realest of MVPs. But Matt, your turn, man.
Hold on. So I do not understand the father question. Don't touch that. No, don't touch that.
No, the question of them. Okay, I'll repeat it. So,
That's what she said.
Yeah.
what iconic game have you never played before, but you really want to play so badly? Like
iconic game?
Yeah, like it could be past, like today's game, like any console, PC, whatever.
Oh God, that's a tough question. No, okay, Pikachu. You hear him? He's like, Daddy.
He really wants to be on.
Yes, that's zero fish. Zero. Okay. God, I don't know. I wouldn't consider Warzone a iconic game, but
Well, that's free to play, so that doesn't count.
so like, what are the parameters for iconic though? What are your parameters for that? That's what I gotta know.
Like any game, like any game in particular, doesn't like there's like
Popular, memorable.
sky's the limit.
Well,
Memorable, yeah.
any Zelda games, I haven't played any Zelda games ever. This is where Rebecca was like, "What the?"
Actually, it's
Like
kind of
slams her controller into the wall. You freaking.
okay. No, this is actually funny because I've been getting a lot of heat for this, and a lot of Nintendo fans are going to explain like why I get a lot of heat for this like every single time. Get ready for this, people. And I've mentioned this before, and I'll say it again. I have never played Wind Waker, ever. And I really want to play it so badly. Oh no, Kyle the Pug, you've never played Wind Waker before, but yeah, I've mentioned this in the past. I've mentioned this in the past over and over. People were literally on me about, like, you know, just playing it. And I wish I had the money to, you know, obviously the pandemic that we've been suffering through, but I really do. Like, even if it's like on an emulator or something on PC, I can just maybe like hook up a controller or something and try to play it, but I really do want to play Wind Waker. Like, I feel like that's the game that, you know, that's been avoiding me, or I've been not really, I think it might be a mix of both, honestly, that I've been, you know, keeping off for like an extremely long time. And I know they got released on GameCube. What year did it get released? 2002, 2003, somewhere around there? It was like somewhere around there, but I really do want to play that game so bad. I feel like I'm cursed if I don't play that game. Like, some people are like, Nintendo people, like, they're gonna curse me for life if I don't play that game. So that's like one of the games I actually do, like, really do need to put that on
the game.
I mean, I've seen a couple of playthroughs on YouTube, but I don't remember too much about it. But like I said, I'm gonna put that on my backlog list as soon as I like maybe get off Animal Crossing, because I've been on see, here's a fun fact. I've been on Animal Crossing for like a week. I've kind of been on Pokemon, but that's besides why. Mostly Animal Crossing. I've been like building, you know, my own house. Well, not my own house. I already got that taken care of. But I'm building my own pug road. I'm building a pug road. Yeah, that's gonna be something once that's finished. But back to the point here. I really want to play, you know, Wind Waker. Maybe I can maybe find like a GameCube or something, or maybe just the game itself, but that's gonna still be kind of pricey. But like I said, with this pandemic, it's gonna be hard to do nowadays, you know. But I don't know, that's just me. Kyle has been on Animal Crossing so much we started to hey, that's a lot of people are gonna need intervention. That's a lot of people. A lot of people are going to need that.
I told Dan that. He's like, no, Matthew, no, he doesn't need intervention. I'm like, you need intervention, Bill.
But, yeah, Animal Crossing's very chill. And I've been having...
Need an intervention, others just need an exorcism.
Animal Crossing's super chill. Like, if you wanted to play a game that, like, relieves your stress, takes all your negative emotions away, that's going to be the game. That's honestly the game to do it. And, like, to be honest with you, I've had a lot of fun playing with friends on their islands and making my own stuff on Animal Crossing, which I don't regret making that decision of buying it. I honestly don't. And this is my first Animal Crossing game, too. So that's going to be... it was a good moment for me. Like, I'm glad I bought this, so it kind of, you know, gets rid of my stress. It gets rid of my anxiety. And it's just a feel-good game. Like, I definitely, you know, fell in love with it, like, the first time. I got addicted to it. That's my problem. I'm addicted to Animal Crossing now. But...
yeah, we can tell.
Peg was just like, yep, we can definitely...
Dude, the mayor loves you, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, the mayor? Yeah, he definitely... Tom Nook, the realist...
Tom Nook says that Kyle is the realest of MVPs of Animal Crossing.
Yeah, but I still got a long way to go, though. But I just got Isabelle, the little puppy, the puppy dog.
What is the point of that game, anyways? Just make friends? Is that what it is?
Make friends, you know, build...
Create your own town?
Yeah, create your own town. Visit friends.
It's kind of like Farmville.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
At animalcrossing.com.
Wow. Okay, didn't see that coming.
Meet people, make relationships. It sounds like farmerollies.com. Bill,
Actually,
what would you know about that?
Actually, there's a story though, because I actually seen clips on Twitter that people actually have despite the pandemic going around, somebody actually did a wedding, but Animal Crossing style. They got married on Animal Crossing. No, I mean it makes sense though, because the wedding got canceled.
The honeymoon probably was horrible though.
Bill, you don't even know, Bill.
Honeymoon in Kingdom Hearts.
Hey, if you got to make something work at least.
The honeymoon was it? Well, you know what I mean. The honeymoon was not that. Bill, we get it. You get the connection there. No pun intended.
We're taking sexting to the next level tonight.
All right, so we just found out Matt's not going to play Animal Crossing. I don't think Penguin's going to play Animal Crossing, but and like I said, Penguin, you just take your time. It's not for everybody.
I'm busy getting Gigantamax Pokemon that I've never gotten before. I love it.
Actually, but yeah, with Pokemon, we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. But I want to get to some WWE news, which is pretty, it's pretty big. It's pretty major around. So, Matt, you're going to be kind of chiming in on this one too. So, the whole Roman Reigns thing, him pulling out of WrestleMania, that's huge. That's insane. I mean, and it makes sense, but it's insane. So I want you to come on in and chime in on this, man. What are your thoughts?
Lucy back. We saw Lucy today at your announcement thing.
Yeah, we did.
By the way, good to see that she's actually alive, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really, really good for him to do that, though. On a serious note, just because of the fact that he just recovered from leukemia, and for those of you who aren't educated about leukemia, what the hell's wrong with you? Okay, Alex. Leukemia is really, really detrimental to your immune system. So basically, what happened to him is if he risked it for the biscuit, as they say, if he went in there, won the title, which he was going to do, in an area where they're isolated and you don't know who has this disease, if he catches that, he's dead. There's no way he gets cured from that. He will die, no matter what his age range is, because his immune system's so weak. So hats off to Roman for sucking up his pride and thinking of his family and himself, his health, before the gold and all the money. Hats off to him. That is a smart decision on his part. And if you didn't respect him or like him before, how the heck can you not at this point?
I mean, there's a lot of people that boo him, at performances because he gets, he called himself, Vince's golden boy. I mean, that's fine. That's their opinion. They can do whatever you want. But if you're talking about, like, real life situation, like, we got this pandemic going around. I mean, and he's got health concerns and he's battling leukemia. Yeah, you gotta have some respect for the man and his family, obviously, because what's he gonna do if he catches it? Yeah, like you said, there's no recovery from it. And I feel like WWE, I think personally, I read this, like, online, like, a couple of days ago, that they're gonna try to pre-record WrestleMania and then air it on Sunday, but I still don't think they should do that, honestly.
I think they were going to be doing 2 nights, though. I don't know if the first night's going to be considered pre-recording and the second night's going to be live.
That's what somebody I've mentioned, somebody in the PSBG Discord that I'm in, they were talking about, like, maybe just, like, canceling the show at all, period. And then, honestly, you would see all these people, like, say, like, oh, if Roman backed out, then, then other superstars obviously might back out also as well because of that fact. And to me, I feel like, honestly, I know may do a part 1 night, part 2 night. That's okay with them. I'm fine with that. But I don't know. It's just, I feel like there's just a bunch of danger behind that. I don't know what it is. But, I mean, the show must go on. I completely understand. But to me, I might go the exact opposite direction and, just cancel everything. Like, save it for, when... maybe for, like, the next big pay-per-view, like SummerSlam in August, and just let them do it from there, And so, yeah, somebody made and like I said, I was talking about that with somebody on Discord, and they made a good point on that. Which, I would definitely understand if they wanted to push, the pay-per-view, 5 months. I mean, I know it's kind of time-consuming, but we live in a messed up world right now, and if you want to, take your time, I can definitely see that. Just benefit of the superstar's health, just, like, postpone it. Don't have have WrestleMania, like, in August. I'd be perfectly alright with that.
Yeah, the tough thing is though you're dealing with a $1 trillion maker in Vince McMahon who goes by that same mantra: the show must go on. So unfortunately, no matter what, he's gonna respect wrestlers that pull out of it. But he has a bunch of contingency plans just in case. But the question is now,
WWE's not gonna cancel it either.
Nope, because they have a lot of network subscriptions they don't want to lose, and they're gonna lose a ton if they tap out to this disease. And Triple H had the extremely impassioned speech on NXT, and he even got involved in a few things in NXT to kind of spice it up a bit. But they're not going to give that impassioned speech from Triple H saying, we're not going to back down because of this disease. We're still going to be here to distract you from the craziness in the world. No, go fish, Alex. And then sit there and back down at WrestleMania. He wouldn't stop asking. I had to.
It was just funny. We're not going to back down. No, Alex, go fish.
Go
we're
fish.
Stay here.
So, but I haven't seen Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon obviously
WWE's obviously not going to. He's not. They're not going to cancel it.
Yeah,
obviously
they're not. No, they're not going to cancel it. So it's just a moneymaker. It's going to happen. But I had 2 people were suggested by Mark Henry to replace Roman Reigns, and I want to get your thoughts on this. I know, Kyle. I don't know, Penguin. You can give your thoughts too if you've even heard these 2. But one of them is a legend, and the other one is one of these up and comers who's just so good in NXT. They're thinking either do bring a legend back and bring Sting back to face Goldberg for one last match. Well, let's face it, his last match, and I watched this WrestleMania on the network because I was that bored. I never watched it live, and they were saying how Sting's very last match in the WWE was just an absolute atrocity because of the fact that they distracted from what was actually a really good match between a veteran in Sting and then Triple H. Their very first ever match I watched, and they were right. Their match together by themselves, they were outstanding. For their age, it was an outstanding match. But then they ruined it because they brought out DX and they brought out NWO, which distracted from it. So it made it more about Monday Night Wars instead of Triple H and Sting. But that's not a way you want to bring Sting out on a sour note like that. And he lost too, which is even worse. But
it just ruins his character and reputation.
Yeah, and he's an icon in WCW. I know I never watched a lot of WCW. I was a WWF homer. I never watched WCW, but from looking at the archives and him, he was an icon. He was like a Stone Cold-ish Triple H, more like Undertaker of the WCW time, where he was a legend with all that song and dance. But my point is that they were saying that if you do a kind of a WCW-esque last match for him, he doesn't have to win the title. He just has to have an extremely good match, or if he wins the title, it's even better.
It was like the Kurt Angle farewell thing. That was kind of a waste of time, honestly.
Yeah.
Just a waste.
So the alternative, though, and let me think about this one. The alternative is more realism. Matt Riddle was the option. Matt Riddle has been having a big Twitter war, kind of trash-talking Goldberg, and Goldberg's been taking exception to that. So what better way to settle the score than go in the ring and basically, as they say in wrestling, getting over and getting someone over. So they say, let's put Matt Riddle over, but don't let him win the title. So basically have him an amazing match with Goldberg, take him to his limits, keep Goldberg with the title, and then have Matt Riddle just completely blow the socks off of everybody in the network. I would personally like to see him win the title, honestly. Just shock the world, because that's a WrestleMania moment.
And you were talking about ratings earlier. Even I've been seeing SmackDown ratings as of lately. It's just been absolutely garbage. Yeah. SmackDown ratings have been, falling apart ever since the pandemic broke out. And it's kind of hurting WWE in a lot of sense, too. Their ratings, they kind of started off okay on Fox, because that's, big network, on Fox. They signed a deal with them and all that. But, since everything, their ratings have just plummeted to the ground.
It's sad too because they've had to limit their wrestling just because of the contact. It's just really sad.
And
AEW is doing really well though.
AEW, I was just gonna mention AEW too. They've been doing extremely well. They were kind of at an advantage though. Somebody said, but I actually do agree with the whole no audience thing. They actually kind of been taking notes and saying, oh, let's try to make sure we actually get the superstars, and you actually see superstars out there kind of close by in the ring, baby faces and heels, putting on performances all together. So basically, AEW's been a lot better in a lot of sense, especially with Matt Hardy making a impact on AEW with this whole broken character thing. That was actually him. The promo between him and Chris Jericho,
Oh
Wednesday,
my god, I laughed.
it was funny, but it was amazing. That's how you cut a promo.
I love it how Matt Hardy was acting like there was an audience there. He made you believe there was an audience, and then so Jericho just comes back with going like, "Who the hell are you talking to, you stupid idiot?" It was so good.
And they had a lot of WWE references in there, like you live in the shadow of your brother. And I was like, no, I don't live in the shadow of nobody. Like, his broken character,
Brother
took
Nero.
off. Yeah, that character took off, ever since Impact.
His music intro is so classic, though, with a piano riff. It's so crazy.
It is.
It's not your typical, Undertaker thing. It's like, he's like, did I just walk into, a rich home or something? What the hell?
Yeah, that's basically all it was. It was just, if he's that character, his popularity and his reputation, as I said, it goes up. It goes super up. And then him siding with the Elite and all that. Oh man, that's all that is just all the superstars on there are just especially amazing.
They are literally making
a lot of money.
Yeah, superstars that have the rejects of the WWE. Or the ones that are just sick and tired of being there,
Cody Rhodes has done. Yeah. Cody Rhodes has
Cody and Dean Ambrose, man.
Yeah, John Moxley.
AKA John Moxley, yeah.
Yeah,
they've done
those
really
guys,
well.
Yeah, Moxley, Cody Rhodes. I think personally Kenny Omega might be the best one on there. That's just me.
Oh yeah,
Kenny's
Omega, an icon.
Yeah, Kenny Omega, from I think it was New Japan. I'm not mistaken. Correct me.
Yes, New Japan.
Yeah, New Japan Pro Wrestling, all the way to AEW, and I actually do respect him because I saw an interview, I would say probably a month ago, maybe 2, I don't know, because he did try out for WWE, but it wasn't there for him. He didn't want to ruin his character, so that's why he kind of went his own way. I respect that, because normally WWE would try to ruin, well, I wouldn't say ruin your own character, but it would try to make you a different character. Yeah, exactly. Make you their own. I wouldn't say ruin it, just a
la broken Matt Hardy becomes woken Matt Hardy back to regular Matt Hardy, who is basically playing second fiddle to his brother. There's a lot of characters. I'm the only one that they have not ruined yet because he's just that damn good when it comes to wrestling is AJ Styles.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Samoa Joe, he's still the badass from TNA, but he's not the guy like he was in TNA. Him and Kurt Angle, man. Oh my gosh. If you've not seen matches between Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe and you are a big avid wrestling honk, watch those matches. Those are amazing matches. The storytelling in their matches is just that was by far, I think that was probably, and this is hard to say being a WWF fan, but those are probably the best matches of Kurt Angle's career. Even better than Brock Lesnar.
Right, exactly.
Way better.
And actually, speaking of WWE, I want to talk about this real quick. I was listening to a podcast the other day. Actually, it was the other night because I was listening to it at nighttime. I would love to hear a segment. You know the Dark Side of the Ring? They actually
I want to see that.
Yeah, they actually kind of brought. I don't know if it's their first season or if they brought that back. I'm not sure exactly, but the Chris Benoit story, I definitely want to see that.
Two-parter.
Yeah,
I heard it was absolutely just that gut-wrenching. Even superstars that are considered the tough guys, Bubba Ray Dudley said that he's always a tough guy. He said he was brought to tear, he had a tear in his eye, like Ric Flair would say, he had a tear in his eye when he saw part 2 of that, because his son, Chris Benoit's son, David Benoit, for the first time was able to just unleash and let his emotions out and how he felt about what happened. Mm-hmm. And so it was almost therapeutic for him.
Yeah, one of these times I will definitely need to check that out. Because I've been hearing a lot, it's dark, it's gut-wrenching, and it will make you cry, and I actually do want to see that. That would be something I would definitely check out.
Cry.
Daddy!
You have 2 sixes, kiddo. He always says, he goes, Daddy, do you have this many fish? And I do not have fish. I have Bill. Stop.
But he has a gun.
He has a goat.
I
yeah.
have a goat.
But yeah, he definitely does have a goat though. But yeah, I mean, something about that just I'm not a huge fan of dark stories, but if it comes to like wrestling or sports or anything like that, especially like the whole Montreal Screwjob thing, I would definitely be down to like watch that. Like, especially we were talking about like a long time ago with Earl Hebner's side of the story.
What you need to do though is, first of all, you need to watch the Broken Skull session with Steve Austin and Bret Hart, and he discusses that right off the bat. Shh. No, go fish. But
yes, exactly.
He discusses it right off the bat, and hearing Earl Hebner's side of the story and then hearing Bret Hart again, it matched up perfectly. Like before he walked through the drapes, just to kind of long story short for what Earl said, that was Bret Hart's like one of his best buds backstage. If he had a best bud referee, it was Earl Hebner, and Earl was brought forth to basically screw him over. He said, "No, I'm not doing it. I'm not screwing over Bret. That's my best friend. I'm not going to screw him over." And then, of course, trying to make it really short, sorry. Basically, the brass told him, "You don't do this, you're fired." And he couldn't think about it because he had a son with health problems that he had to think about. But Bret told the same thing that he said. As soon as he walked to that curtain, that they call a gorilla position, he told him, you know what? He could see it in Earl's eyes. He said, you know what? Have a good match out there. And he told him, I'm not going to do it. But then he could see it in Earl's eyes that he was put into a corner. So he said it on record. He does not blame Earl for what happened. Mm-hmm. He's forgiven Earl. He doesn't blame him for what happened. He still hates what Vince did to him. And that also there was a new, I won't spoil it for you, but there was a new perspective that Bret brought to the table after the screw job, like post screw job, who was in the back, because Vince and Shawn both went to his locker room because of what happened after the ring, after the match, where he spit in his face. Mm-hmm. And yeah, you're gonna enjoy that segment just because you're like, wow, what you think about it, especially in Shawn's end, you're thinking, what a jackass.
Right.
So, yeah, this is before he turned his life around, but yeah, I would definitely recommend it. I would say, if not just to hear Stone Cold talk about his matches with Bret, but just to talk about that in general was.
I will definitely have to check that out. It sounds like it'd be like a really good, Dark Side of the Ring, Broken Skull. Yeah, I still need to. I think there was this other show Stone Cold had, but we've actually seen a couple episodes. It was I think it was on USA. What was it? It was Straight Up Steve Austin. I think that's what that was, and that show's actually pretty good too. I've actually seen a couple episodes, especially the Rob Riggle one, which is super funny.
What?
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen a Straight Up Steve Austin, I would definitely go check that out too, which is a really, really good show as well. But yeah. I mean, like I said, AEW, at least for me, is better, at least than WWE right now, no question. And most of you are probably watching or listening to this and probably do agree. But I would definitely recommend AEW over WWE right now for what they've done. I know they're like the little fish, and of course WWE's like, the bigger brother, the father figure, the big icon. But you gotta watch out for those, the smaller wrestling companies too. They're gonna try to make a move.
Oh yeah, there's no question. We said it before, they're not the big dog yet. There's no Monday Night Wars. It's only the Wednesday Night Wars between NXT and them. But at the rate they're going, it's going to get right back to WCW yet again. Oh, quick note on WCW. One of the actual owners mentioned that if I think it's actually one of the former wrestlers from WCW mentioned this, but they said that they moved their company over to Los Angeles instead of staying in Florida, where it was probable. They actually said that, he said, I adamantly believe if we didn't make that move to Los Angeles and stayed in Florida, we'd still be in business today. But Ted Turner and Bischoff had this big, stupid vision of, let's go to Los Angeles, it's a bigger market. And
I mean, they both have bigger markets to begin with anyways.
Yeah. But WCW, really, they screwed themselves over with the fact that their direction was terrible. Ric Flair, who said it? Flair said this one. The Nature Boy Ric Flair said that, if they didn't make that move to Los Angeles, he highly believed that WCW would still be around today.
Oh, yeah, no question.
But, yeah. We all see what happened to WCW. They basically got smashed by Vince live on TV, and Bischoff got his comeuppance.
Yeah, so then he started his role with WWE being the GM, and then the rest is history from there. But yeah, I think that's all we have for WWE, at least at this moment for right now.
Who's Goldberg's opponent going to be? That's pretty much it.
Yeah, pretty much, because everybody's saying, oh, Braun Strowman should be the next opponent for Goldberg, or like you were saying, Matt Riddle from NXT, and all that other jazz. But Penguin, you want to chime in? You have any thoughts?
No, I don't watch wrestling that much, so I'm just. Like,
all right, yeah, you're just kind of listening into the conversation, just
He basically is sounding like I do when someone talks about anime.
No, it's just a
tie-in for the anime section. Fruit Basket sucks.
God.
Back to you.
No, we don't disrespect Japanese anime thing. That's an inside joke a long time ago. But anyways, let's go on to some Nintendo news I want to talk about here. So I was talking about this with Penguin a little bit ago before we actually started the stream. We had a Nintendo Direct Mini just thrown at us. Just like bam, just like in the words, of Matt Man, just RKO out of nowhere. Like didn't even no announcement or anything, just bam, just announced it. And there was quite a bit of games I was, interested in that they actually dropped because they showed like 25 plus minutes of the footage of the Direct. And this was quite the interesting Direct, honestly. It wasn't like the best Direct, but I'm actually glad it was kind of like a unique stretch. It wasn't like, oh, let's watch a live stream of all the Direct games and what's going to happen. They actually just put it like in a long, well, not long video. Like I said, 25 minutes, that's a pretty good amount of time. But I know what you guys want to talk about here first, so I'll get to the main topic everybody's excited for. And then after that, I'll talk about the other games that went down also. So we have the Pokemon Sword Expansion Pass and Pokemon Shield Expansion Pass update that they actually dropped, which was kind of exciting for me because, like I said, I bought the Expansion Pass day one, pre-ordered it.
I did too.
Which, I'm going to say this right now, Cub Fu is honestly,
Cool.
He looks like he's cool and cute, and he looks like a badass, and you're going to be using him a lot. And the whole thing with that is I think you're going to be given the choice of going through two towers. I think the first one was the Tower of Darkness, and the second one, I think it might have been the Tower of Water. I'm not sure exactly, but something around there. So, and then you could either have him evolve into like a fighting dark type or a fighting water type, which is pretty cool. And it learns like two different moves once you evolve him into those types, which is pretty cool as well, which I'm excited for. I don't know if you guys, Matt, I don't know if you saw the Direct or saw like the clip of it, but it's pretty exciting. I like Kung Fu. What do you guys think of him? Cute, cool, badass. What do you guys? You guys gotta check.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be kind of a cool
Penguin.
twist.
I'll start with you.
I think it would be a cool thing to add him. Just if you stick with the same Pokemon just over and over and over again, even though you have fans, you'll eventually dry out because your game really won't be any different. So them hey, let's make brand new Pokemon and add them in to keep the franchise going, and especially cool looking Pokemon like that with the details on him. I think that they're actually going to take a pretty good leap forward for Pokemon games, and to where okay, if we come out with a new one, we have to have new Pokemon each time because that'll keep fans interested versus just the same ones over and over.
Yeah, I feel like honestly this is actually like the first time they've done a DLC expansion pass in ever franchise history. We were talking about that a long time ago, and like I said, I feel like this is a better alternative than just an actual game itself. Which just like Pokemon Sword and Shield, or maybe like the third expansion game. Well, not expansion, but like a third addition to the actual franchise, like Gen 8. I feel like this is way better, and it's a lot cheaper. And you'll get like a couple more certain couple items added to the game when they do the update. I think it was, I know it's around June. I don't remember what date it was exactly, but I know it's somewhere around June. But
subject to coronavirus change.
If they do that, then everybody's gonna get super toxic over it. But I'm pretty sure it'll probably release on the same date. I think it said June 20th, but I could be wrong. But
due to that, we're gonna get that guy in the Mewtwo suit to go after him.
that. Oh my God,
that's an awesome suit.
Yeah, but
Especially the light part of his eyes. I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. I want it for Halloween.
all right,
I'm telling
so
you, like, for cosplayers, we have some good ones here in America, but for like the best of the best, you need to look up Japanese cosplayers and some of the stuff they come out with. I'm like, damn, they put us to shame. Like they'll have a truck have to back up and bring their suit pieces to the stage so they can put them on to go out and get judged, and then have to take it right back off because it's too damn heavy.
all right, so they also introduced the new G-Max Pokemon, the G-Max Galar starters. That you could actually make them and turn them into G-Max forms, I guess, once you completed the entire story for that. So they have G-Max Rillaboom, Cinderace, and also Inteleon. That's going to be and all their G-Max moves are going to negate enemy abilities. So that's going to be absolutely a game changer and insane. If you guys are into competitive battling, that's going to be like super duper insane. Now they just negate all the abilities, especially against I guess a Mimikyu, because I see a lot of Mimikyu people use that in rank, but it's gonna be a game changer. That's gonna be a legit game changer, especially if you're like I said, competitive battling. It's gonna be cool. Probably probably one of the best things I've seen in a while. I think they did a really good job with this. Yeah,
I like how the animations that they have too, and as if the
Rillabooms might be my favorite though. Rillabooms might be my favorite.
Inteleon with him like just sitting on top of his porch and just snipe shotting somebody. That's pretty freaking cool.
I mean, all of them are cool though, but I was more of a I was a drummer back in 5th through 8th grade with like percussion and all that.
Still
Yeah, like I said, I feel like Rillaboom's probably like my favorite one. Cinderace is actually pretty cool too. I think all of them are actually cool.
Sitting on a fireball, and all of a sudden he just boots it when he's ready for his pyro ball.
Yeah, that's
cool.
honestly cool. I love that so much. I think all of them are. It's hard to choose, honestly. It's really hard to choose.
In the end, Cinderace was my favorite, but at the same time, the Gigantamax version, I don't know. Inteleon looks pretty cool, but Rillaboom being a avid drummer,
Rillaboom has his own little drum set. It's called G-Max Drum Solo. To top it off, that name alone screams, I love this. I absolutely want it. Like if I actually, get a hold of a G-Max Rillaboom, bam, I want him. All right, so your guys' favorite G-Max. I know Matt said Inteleon, and I said Rillaboom. So Penguin, it's all on you.
Like overall, or that was
that they showed in the trailer. That they showed in the trailer.
I haven't seen the new trailer yet. I was looking it up now because I didn't know they had a new one.
Yeah, they showed it in the mini direct, which was Thursday. They showed it on Thursday, 7 o'clock in the morning Pacific time. So it's like 10 a.m. for like people on the East Coast and 9 a.m. Central Time. Yeah, definitely look it up. They're all pretty cool in a way.
I thought for sure that this is kind of like not new news. I guess they kind of expanded upon because I remember when they first announced the DLC like a while back, we were getting all excited about it because it was back in December. We're thinking, oh man, we gotta wait till June for this thing? Oh crap!
I think it was like December, January, somewhere around there.
I think they just reminded us because it was such a long wait.
Mm-hmm.
Get the hype back up there, probably. So,
right. So
Penguin, which one do you like now?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Penguin. Trailer because I don't.
Oh, you watched the trailer?
Yeah,
that's fine.
Trailer yet.
So basically, in a nutshell, Chad, if you haven't seen it, Rillaboom, of course, is as always on the drum set, just going crazy on it. Cinderace has like these long lop ears, but he's floating on his no pun intended, gigantic fireball with his face on the fireball, which is so cool. And then Inteleon sitting on like this twirled around perch at the very top, and when he does his special move, he goes on all fours like a Call of Duty Pokemon and just snipes people with his snipe shot. It's so cool.
Yeah, that's absolutely pretty awesome. Like all the way around. Like I said, you can't go wrong with either or, so there's no wrong answer.
Oh yeah.
All right, so going back to
I wonder, are they gonna be exclusive to Sword or Shield? Because I know with a lot of okay, Alex, we get it. The Gigantamax Pokemon for right now that are Durladin and Charizard, Garbodor, I call him for short.
Garbodor.
And then also Caparaja. They're all four. 2 are exclusive to Shield and 2 are exclusive to Sword. But of course, obviously with raids, doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it doesn't matter. So you probably just go in a raid anyways.
That's true. That's very true. I don't think it matters now.
All right,
so still drooling
all right, so going back to the.
I just started watching it.
Oh, but yeah, going back to the direct before we get Penguin's overall thoughts, I wanted to discuss a couple of games that actually dropped during the direct mini. But then I said mini direct. But I don't know. Mini direct sounds like more off the tongue. But direct mini, I mean that's okay. I could do that too. But Animal Crossing New Horizons will have a new update coming on April 1st, which will have an Easter update where you'll actually get to hunt for eggs. You'll get to hunt for eggs, and you get to do this Easter challenge event where if you find like a certain amount of eggs, you get to redeem like either Nook Tuckets or
hashtag Easter egg hunt first in the world.
Yeah, that's basically what it is, an Easter egg hunt. That's all there is. So I guess comparing it to this game, unlike last game that they did from what I read, I think the event's gonna last for like at least 2 weeks. Like for the last Easter event I read on Animal Crossing took like a day, and he had a whole day to try to complete the challenge, which was kind of made a lot of fans very angry. So kind of glad they did that this year for this game. So other games that are going to be added to the Switch, we have BioShock Collection. That's going to be added to the Switch here. I don't know what day. I don't remember what day it was, but if you guys are into the BioShock games, I played them before. They're actually pretty fun. That's going to be added to the Switch. Xenoblade Chronicles. I don't know if you guys are into like JRPG. Penguin might be. I don't know, but I'm not really into the JRPG scene. But if you guys like Xenoblade Chronicles, go for it. That's all you got. I know a couple people are into those sort of games, but like I said, more power to you if you guys want to play that. And I don't know, Matt. I don't think you're into that scene either. I don't think.
The BioShock scene?
No, not BioShock. Xenoblade. It's like a Japanese RPG kind of game.
Oh, no. I haven't even heard of that before until now, honestly.
I've heard of Xenogears. I played that years ago on the PS1.
Yeah, but that was, yeah, like I said, if you guys are into that, yeah, more power to you. Like, I'm just not into that. I've heard of it, but I'm just like, not really huge. Well, I mean, I played RPG games before. Obviously, Pokemon, Zelda, obviously, and then obviously Undertale a little bit of a long time ago. But other than that, I haven't really that. But
I blew up Monica pill.
But yeah, I mean, I played a little bit of my time, but I'm not like I said, I'm not like a huge fan.
What?
But it's like I said, if you guys like that, definitely go for it. But back to the 2K games though. So it's I think it was XCOM was the other one, and then the Borderlands series is going to be added to Nintendo Switch. So that's going to be pretty exciting. Yeah, Borderlands, XCOM. I think it was XCOM 1 or XCOM 2. I gotta go back and look at that. And I believe the other one was BioShock, the BioShock collection. So BioShock 1, 2, and BioShock, the last BioShock. I forgot what it was. BioShock Infinite? Is that what it was? I remember.
Might as well be.
Yeah, that was the last one.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, but yeah, those are all going to be added to Nintendo Switch also, so be on the lookout for that. The Super Smash Bros. Ultimate got a update on what for the DLC Fighter Pass 2. It's going to be a character from ARMS, which is going to be kind of interesting. If you guys don't know what ARMS is, it's actually like a fighting game where you got to use like I think Penguin might know what I'm talking about if he's like seen it. You use like the Joy-Con. Yeah, Rock'em Sock'em.
Except your arms extend with punch.
Yeah,
thrust.
they're gonna add an ARMS character to Smash Bros, which that will be kind of a pretty cool little gimmick and niche there. I don't know. I think it's, to me, like everybody was like mad, like there's like too many Fire Emblem characters in the game. It was like, oh, it's another Fire Emblem character. There was dislikes on it, but I mean, there's a lot of people that like that sort of thing, and I don't have a problem with any of those characters being in the game. But like I said, if you're like that game, if you're into the story game, like I said earlier, more power to you, you know. But that's just on me though.
I'm kind of torn on the Pokemon G Maxes
I figured you would be.
'Cause it's
Right?
like, they're all really cool, but Cinderace is my boy.
Cinderace. So we got
Yeah.
I'm Rillaboom, Matt's Inteleon, and then obviously Penguin with the trifecta with Cinderace because he drew him. But anywho, back to the games that they showed at the Direct Mini. This is gonna be right up Penguin's
what?
alley. We were actually talking about this earlier. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3: The Black Order is also gonna be added to the Switch too. So that's kind of like right up Penguin's alley.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, especially with Doctor Doom being in it, and and speaking of which, you actually just drew him like a little bit ago. He also had that artistic style within you, so that's definitely right up your alley.
Yeah, I probably won't do a Doctor Doom or another character like I did with him again for a while, because for anybody that doesn't know, because they know, because I told them a little bit about the drawing, is I sketch it first and I scan it, and then I decide to paint him completely in Photoshop, and it took me 7 hours to do that.
That's insane.
One painting. I was like, I am not doing that shit again for a while.
Yeah, I can definitely like understand why you're so angry at the fact that it took you like such a long time just to make that. I mean, I'm not the artistic type.
It was just, it took forever.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not the artistic type. I probably never will be, but like I said, it was actually pretty awesome.
What took so long wasn't his cloak. That was super easy. It was getting the blending and the smudging done to make his armor look metallic.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that.
Forever.
It's just, yeah, I mean, an artist's nightmare. That's pretty much all it is.
Artist, you better be patient, and then after you're done, then you can curse it out.
If you're not satisfied with something, always strive to do better. If you don't like something that you did, keep motivating yourself to do it better.
That is correct.
Because that's all there is to it. But
you don't know what Big Red is.
So yeah, Ring Fit Adventure got an update. I guess there's a female version of the ring now. They have a female character now. That's gonna be actually quite. I kind of looked into it, but I haven't really looked closely. But Ring Fit Adventure is probably something I would actually be interested in getting. But in order to do that, you have to buy the actual ring for the game, which that's gonna cost a few bucks too. And I was that's probably something I really don't have at the moment, because like I said, a couple of days ago I had to pay for a phone bill, but that's just besides the point. And especially with the pandemic we're living in, I don't really trust any orders online unless it was an actual emergency. But maybe somewhere down the road from now, if once everything gets cleared up and taken care of, I would definitely be interested, into purchasing Ring Fit. I don't know, just be something I could have worked.
Yeah, something totally off topic. This is for you, Matt. Kyle and I were talking about it earlier. Out of the people who did congratulation videos, I kind of made a notification. I was like, "Hey, Kyle, did you notice this?" And I'm just curious if you noticed it, Matt. With Ray the Rabbit's video, he did not hack once the entire video. We can't get him not to hack while we're playing a game, but he's making a congratulations video. He don't hack a damn thing.
All right, we'll get to that back here. We'll get to that back in a little bit. But so another thing I wanted to add to Ring Fit. So Ring Fit actually has a Beat Saber sort of a mode now, where you they have a lot of Nintendo songs where you get it's like a mix of Beat Saber and Clone Hero, but for Nintendo in a way. So you gotta match the beat and the songs and all that. I don't know. I mean, it was kind of quite the stretch. It was like I said, a hybrid of Clone Hero and Beat Saber Nintendo style. But I don't know. It looked kind of cool in a way.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not really a Clone Hero player or a Beat Saber. I mean, Beat Saber actually does look kind of cool to play, but just to have a hybrid of that on the Switch, especially for Ring Fit, that'd be. I mean, I don't know if that would get the workout going though. If I wanted to work out to something, let's just say I wanted to work out to certain music, I would just take something from real life and maybe just do curl weights or push-ups or have something on my computer. I don't know. That's probably something I wouldn't do though. I don't know.
Actually, something you
Bonk
might
likes to
wanna...
beat my saber.
Oh my god.
something that you might want to actually look into. I think it's called Mirror Gym or Gym Mirror. I saw an advertisement for it, and I haven't really looked into it much because started back to work and everything. And there's, of course, with everything going on, but basically it's a full-size mirror with a personal trainer in it who takes you through like aerobics, everything, and they talk to you. They're like, "You're doing like, let's say Kyle, you did it. Like, you're doing great, Kyle. Keep pushing. Oh, come on, man, you can do it." Like they're actually motivating you while doing the workout with you, and it looks pretty dang cool.
I think
you hang it up on your wall, and it's.
I think I've seen a couple of commercials on that. I know what you're talking about because I think I might have seen a couple commercials on that too, like a while back.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, that's actually pretty innovative to where
it's
like,
unique too.
Yeah, it's like a personal trainer can still get paid to be a trainer without having to actually come in contact now. So it's
come on, you can do it. Just push it.
Good idea.
You just gotta push it
real good.
I pushed. Now I gotta change my pants. Shut up, Bill.
Oh my God.
Monica pushed her real good in her mouth. Bill!
Stop. All right, stop it, Bill. Yeah, your Bill's banned. He's done. But
there you go.
All right, so another game I wanted to mention. So
I knew a joke one of my friends told me the smartest thing came out of her mouth was Einstein's dick.
Oh God.
Oh my God. So back to this topic here. I wanted to discuss one more game. I don't know if you guys seen this or not, but the Clubhouse games, the 51 Worldwide Classics, was actually something that I was kind of on the fence for this one, but then I took a look at it again with all these games that they have. That it looked interesting. Like it had obviously you had the regular, checkers, chess, like kind of like I don't remember what else they had on there, but then they have like baseball, golf, and there's like a bunch of other board games. Not like board games, but like games that you would normally play on your PC. I would have to like go back and look at it again, so that way I can like do something. Let me look at it here.
PC version of that.
Yeah, I have to look up what games they have. So give me a second. I'll have to make a link here. So while Penguin talks a little bit more about that, about his PC, and there was games I actually had on my PC that were similar to that, but this actually does like look like something I do want to get. But it has slot car, sliding puzzle, Texas Hold'em. It has like a lot of games and like for like basically I think it's $30 just to get this on the Switch.
That's on the Switch or the PlayStation? Okay.
Yeah, it was on the Switch.
On the Switch or the PlayStation?
Oh no, it was during the Nintendo Direct Mini, so they actually showed that. But it actually does look super fun.
If we all got that and say the Jeopardy Wheel of Fortune, we could have live streams of just us seeing people beat each other on those.
Oh,
Uno wasn't bad enough to ruin friendships.
Well, the others are not as bad as Uno.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Uno just gets people to say, "Now you see, that was uncalled for."
Damn. Yeah. So slot cars and toy boxing is another addition too.
It's the only card I had.
So
you have
51
cards, damn it.
So obviously 51 tabletop games, and all of them can be played on the Switch system, and you can play alone or with friends locally and online up to 4 players. So that's going to be interesting to see how many people would play that on. I think a lot of people would play that online. I could see. I'd be interested in getting it. Like I said, I was kind of on the fence on this, but I don't know. And then I'm just looking at it now. I'm just like, okay, maybe this will like be something fun to play with friends online. So I'll definitely maybe.
You're rich. You got 10,000 subs. You're fine.
Oh no, I'm not rich. Believe me, I am not rich. Just because I have a certain number of subscribers does not mean I'm rich. I'm just gonna throw that out
there. Oh, that's
there.
how many sandwiches you ate. Never mind.
Yeah, that's how many sandwiches I ate during the sandwich eating contest. I don't know how my stomach or bladder didn't explode. I'll just throw that out there. But Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, that's going to have multiplayer on the Switch, so that's going to be quite the interesting turn of events there, because that actually does look interesting, because I love any Star Wars games in general, and anything with a lightsaber, count me in, for real.
Okay, now, I do have to... Have you ever gone to, like, a con or a game con or something like that, and they're showing, like, a VR where it's the actual Star Wars like lightsaber, not the one that I told you about earlier.
Like the Toys R Us, like the Toys R Us
yeah,
version.
like the Toys R Us thing. And I watched this guy. He said, "There's something you need to know when it comes to this. This is you in the game. And it shows like Luke Skywalker battling Darth Vader. Here's how people look at you: retard whipping at air." I about died when I saw that.
God.
That's just so
like, you know
mean
what?
and
I
messed
never
up, but
thought
it's
about-
kind of
that's
funny
how
at
I
the same
looked at
time.
everybody else just walking by. Some retard just swatting at the air with a flashlight.
Just like, what are you trying? You trying to swat a fly out of the air? Oh no, I'm trying to do my lightsaber thing to fight Darth Vader.
I'm trying to direct a plane to land. I'm not doing very good.
There's a fly in here.
Hold on, let me try to get this fly. Just like swats the fly, hits himself. Ow, that hurt. But yeah, but going back to the game though, that actually would be quite the interesting game. I don't know, there'd be an underrated choice on my Switch system that I've wanted to buy if I wanted to get something like that.
Yeah.
You can customize your look. You customize what you enter the academy with, like the power and dangers of the Force. It's pretty cool, actually. Construct your own lightsaber, just like you did in the Force Unleashed. Oh, this is pretty cool. You can do player modes including a siege, capture the flag, and free for all.
Oh yeah, that's
Good
actually
job,
sounds
Alex.
like super fun. So Bravely Default 2, I think Penguin might know a little bit about this one. Yeah, Matt's not, like I said, into the JRPG scene, but I saw a lot of people who were like into that sort of thing, got like really, really good reviews on it. Everybody's saying like they actually did enjoy it. Like I think there was a demo that was dropped a little bit. I think it was like a couple of days ago. I think it was a couple days ago. I'm not sure. I think it was like it dropped right after the Direct was announced.
You can still download it too, I think.
Yeah, Bravely Default 2. It's on for Switch, by the way. I think it's free for the demo's free.
The
But
thing with those, though, that people need to realize is how the thing with RPG games is it's how much fun you as an individual has versus like a group as a whole. Because you have people that so hey, come and sample this game, and you might have somebody that don't like RPGs because you have to explore the entire world, you have to go find a lot of stuff, versus it's just level upon level, which makes it easier. So when you have people saying like they don't like it, I always look at where they are a person that plays RPGs to begin with, and majority of the time the ones that say, you know, I don't like this RPG game, they don't like RPGs to begin with. So like when it comes to
especially
people making
JRPGs
comments,
too, like the Japanese version.
yeah, it actually takes like a patient person to play Japanese RPGs because
Fire Emblem especially. I'm not into Fire Emblem, but I know a lot of people that are into Fire Emblem, and kudos to them. Like I know somebody that like takes Fire Emblem like very, very seriously, and they beaten the game like I think the latest game. I think it was like all three modes, I think, which was just absolutely nuts. They played through all three stories. It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, JRPGs especially, because a lot of them now are not coming out with English.
It's all just Japanese text. Except for, I think, Xenoblade that I saw in the Direct.
Yeah, so to me, like, I like Japanese games, I like anime, but
yeah, that's more right up your alley, though.
There's only so long I can take having to read something while playing the game at the same time.
Like I said, there's a lot of people, though, that wanted me to play Fire Emblem Three Houses, and I've had some thought about it. Like, I don't know if I would beat it, though.
Sure.
But I would definitely, like, take it into consideration, like, trying it out. Like, it's something new, something different, like, something I've never had, going out of my comfort zone. But maybe one time, down the road, like, I would definitely, like, maybe consider it. Like, I think it was, like, a while back, like, a friend of mine, she started Chrono Trigger, I think was the other game. I think, Penguin, you might be familiar with this one, too.
I played it for a while, and then it got kind of tedious trying to keep up with the character that you invent and everything else.
But yeah, but she's really enjoying it, though. She's actually kind of, like, near the end, so I'm not going to spoil it too much. But I've never really heard of the game myself until she started playing it, but then I'm just like, yeah.
The bad guy did it.
He's on.
The bad guy did it.
He's on, Alex.
But I'll just say right now the frog is super cute. The frog is also super cute and a badass in a way. Froggy should be called Froggy Trigger. I was making a joke with my same friend the other day. It should just be called Froggy Trigger. Ribbit.
You ever hear the joke about the frog? Why they always have all frogs have red asses?
Because they rip it a lot.
Because every time they land, they hit their ass first.
Oh,
God.
that joke was so good. Alex screamed. He screamed like a parakeet, or Andrew. Sorry, Andrew sounded like he was screaming like a parakeet.
In the background of Matt's house, you hear frog ass, frog ass.
Froggy. I should probably I don't know. I should probably like make a make like a Chrono Trigger Froggy-esque like thing on Animal Crossing, or find like a QR code and scan it just for my friend to see. But anyways, other news that happened in the mini direct, or direct mini, I should say. I don't know why I keep saying that. I don't know. It just fits off the tongue a lot better. The mini direct. There's nothing really mini about it. It was just like a giant video.
That's
I don't know what.
That's it. Demonetized. Can't even say the name of the game thing.
I can't even say the name. Bam. I'm done. Goodbye.
Here's a guy I can't say the name.
But wait a minute. He's a vegetarian.
I'm a vegetarian. So Catherine Fullbody, which is, if you don't know what a Catherine is, Catherine's it's a relationship game where you're this guy, and it just looks so corny to look at, and you just have relationship problems. That's the whole point of the game. But that game's gonna be coming out on the Switch in summertime. I don't know what day it was exactly, but Penguin once again. Penguin once again. You probably heard of this game too. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
And then I thought about it. I was like, yeah, I have enough relationship problems in real life. I don't need the game to help me with it.
I don't know. Just something about that game. It just looks like it's. I saw it. It looks super corny, but yeah, it's kind of funny at the same time. You actually go into like you actually play your own character at night. And then you're trying to like go up these pile of stairs or blocks or whatever to try to like, escape the nightmare. And you run into these like, I guess these sheep that are also in your nightmare. So, but they think you're a sheep too. So you're kind of like, and you got to answer like basically you got to answer like questions that determine like the outcome of the game. That's basically, it's like one of those like outcome games where it has like multiple different endings.
Okay.
Oh, kind of like, what is it, Telltales?
It kind of like that, but it's like you gotta answer like honest questions. But in a way, though, yeah, it's kind of like Telltale. But Telltale games, that's like another soft spot I have for is Telltale games is like Walking Dead,
They did good with
Batman, all that jazz.
The Batman Arkham games are probably the best hero games, hands down.
Oh
But I
yeah,
still
no question.
think, Telltale did pretty good with the Batman series too.
Oh yeah, that's. I played the first season of Batman with Telltale. I haven't played the second season, but yeah, I played the first Telltale Batman. Amazing. It was honestly, I loved it. It's like top 3 Telltale games.
I streamed the good choices and the bad choices. Like if you did everything correctly, and apparently Alex Andrew didn't like how I played the bad version. He just woke up, so he has a right to be pissed off.
No, he doesn't.
No.
And then Alex coming
guy.
out of nowhere. The RKO out of nowhere from Alex.
He not a goat. I'm never gonna get that out of my head.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's pissed off. Okay, let's try and get him to laugh on stream. Yeah, I did the first one, but then the second one, it's not here, Penguin. But the second one, yeah, I have it downloaded. I just have not played it yet because I want to replay the first one and get back to the good side of it to see what the end result is. I think the second one, I took a lot of the bad choices, just like including helping Joker escape prison. But I'll have to go back and redo it again, then I'll probably play it again. I did stream it and let the people choose the second time around. They're like, pick the bad one this time. Like, you guys are terrible.
Pick the bad choices. You should have done with all good choices, and then you should have done with the one with all bad choices.
That's actually what I did. I'm streaming the good.
That's what he did.
I had the good, and I did the bad, and then I immediately regretted letting.
You went from angel to asshole. in like a matter of streams.
Correct. You went from a true Batman hero to an Arkham Asylum inmate.
Mm-hmm.
Just break everybody out. Who cares?
Which
Get with
he did that in
Catwoman.
the comics.
That's true.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
man,
purposely got
I know
put in
there's
Arkham
Bill.
to go after Scarecrow.
I know there's a Bill joke somewhere saying, like, get that Catwoman. Yes, Bill, we know where you're going with this.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. With a pussycat, yeah, we get it. We get it.
Yeah, but
Get that? No.
yeah, but nothing really else happened with the Nintendo Mini Direct Mini. It's just other than those games, there really wasn't a lot that really excited me, except for those games that I mentioned. But like I said, my overall thoughts, it was solid. I'll give it like definitely a solid B. Like I said, it wasn't the best, but it was definitely a very unique Direct in a way.
Yeah.
It was very unique. I like the way they did with that, especially with today's hard times.
Yep.
I really like the new re-announcement of the DLC, even though it's not new news to us about the whole DLC.
It's just like an update.
Yeah, it's basically let them know, hey, in case you forgot from like last year, we still have this coming out in June, hopefully. Coronavirus pending,
it'll come out in June. I mean, no matter what. I mean, it's gonna be they'll definitely be working on it, so it's not gonna be like, oh my god, we're gonna postpone this. But yeah, they'll definitely work something out. I think they'll be on schedule. But that's just me though.
It'll be like an RKO out of nowhere. It'll be like, hey, it's here. What? What?
Just be like, it just appears out of nowhere. It's already here, available to download. Oh my god, they're releasing it early.
Oh boy.
But here's the one thing I wanted to talk about before we kind of head out here, because I don't know, I'm Penguin or Matt. I don't know if you guys might be into this sort of the thing, but everybody's spreading the rumors on Breath of the Wild 2. Like, was trying to get released from the, which is absolutely, it's ridiculous at this point. Like, since they dropped it at E3, like, the game was still in development. Oh my goodness, with Breath of the Wild 2. I mean, I'm super stoked about it. It's gonna be a sequel, but everybody's just spreading rumors left and right, saying, oh, it's gonna be the next Direct, or they'll have something at E3. Honestly, to me, I just feel like it's way, way too soon just to have something at all. Like, these games, obviously, they take a lot of time to do, especially like for a huge franchise like Zelda. Those games take a serious amount of time to do. So it's not going to be like, oh, right away.
Well, the other thing that you got to realize too, that the makers of the Zelda games especially, but like all the games for pretty much Nintendo, from what I've seen, is they don't care that you want it out right now. They wait until it's done as glitch free as possible, and then they release it. So they're not going to release it just because it's like, oh, E3 is supposed to come up, so we're going to talk about releasing it and get everybody hyped up. Usually when they are ready to release it within a year, that's when they'll pop up and say, hey, be ready to look for this game, because they're pretty much done with it. They just got some fine tuning. But if they're not anywhere near done, just starting the thinking process, they're not going to tease the fans with it just yet.
Yeah, and we were talking about this last week with the whole E3 thing, too. It's like, basically just take your time with it, and, don't beg for people to rush. Like, every single week on Twitter I see this, oh, where's the Nintendo Direct this? Then the next week, Nintendo Direct, blah, blah, blah. Oh, look, I called it Nintendo Direct on this week. I was so excited. Yay, let's all have a party and celebrate. See, and that's the thing that kind of annoys me with Nintendo fans, especially, like I said, I've seen on Twitter. Every time in the replies, where's the Direct? Where's the Direct? And I bet you, like, this upcoming week, I mean, since we had a Direct Mini, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it was a Direct Mini, last week, they're going to start saying, where's the Direct again? They're really, really pushy about this sort of thing. And they are very impatient.
Just like Andrew.
Yeah, just like Andrew. Andrew has more patience.
He does.
But,
that is correct.
Yeah, shout-outs to the realest of MVPs, Andrew, and Alex also.
And the goat.
Yeah, and the random goat just sitting there in the back.
He's not a goat.
That was so funny.
Yeah, that was just amazing. It's just the timing of that was just so funny.
And at the end of it too, when I was saying, so I'm signing off for salutations. He's like, Dad, he's not a goat.
He's not a goat.
Said twice.
All right, so I don't think there's. I think we kind of touched up on everything for today's episode. I don't know about you guys, but if you guys want to say anything final words, before we head out.
If Dan was here, he'd be saying the beat skeet and all that disgusting stuff.
Yeah.
I like to beat my meat, Bill.
Oh my god, I knew that was coming.
We can end it with the 3 famous words that become our own personal meme. I'm on fire!
I'm on fire! Yeah, just light me on fire. That's how we end the show, but... I'm on fire! The ninjas are trying to get me! But,
Tom Cruise, help me over Winfrey!
That was actually just on my TV an hour ago, so that's actually trying to relate to it. No, I'm actually dead serious. Mama Pug will literally put it on every time she, the movie's on, oh, I'm putting this on! I'm on fire! And then it's just the scene will cut off with, oh, the ninjas are trying to get me. Oh, I gotta go help Cuckoo burn down. Oh, the lines in that movie are just amazing, but...
So which Star Wars are you getting ready to watch with her?
Oh, I'm actually, Rise of Skywalker. She hasn't seen that, so I actually have a thing online. I'm not going to say what the link is, so I don't want to get in trouble. But,
that's correct.
Yeah, so...
It's called the Red Box, chat, okay? He's not doing anything illegal. Calm down.
But, anyways...
Red Box is through the black market. No, I'm just kidding.
It's Black Box.
It's the red market. The black box and the red market. Okay, yeah, we're getting out of control with that. But, again, wanted to say, before we head out...
Demonetized.
Before we head out, though... So you guys want to say where you're at social media-wise? So, Penguin, if you want to start off.
I am on Twitter and Twitch and, of course, YouTube and Instagram, which I've been using to mainly post, my drawings and stuff. But all of them except for Twitter, I think, are _Penguinator_01. Twitter is @Penguinator_01.
Matt, would the people like to know where they would like to follow you on Twitter and Twitch and all that?
He's in a cave. He don't care.
Yeah, he's in his own man cave. Let the people know, Matt.
Yeah, basically every single thing every outlet's the Mattman98, except for DLive. I switch it to just Mattman98. I might switch it back just to make it less complicated, but Twitch, YouTube, DLive. Social media platforms, I got Instagram, but also I'm very active on Twitter. And if you want to know my Discord, just look at my channel and you'll find the Discord.
Alright, obviously for me, @KyleThePug on Twitter. Obviously you're watching me on Twitch right now. Twitch.tv/Kyle_the_pug. I stream a lot on here very actively every single day. And then Saturdays I have Jackbox on my YouTube channel. YouTube.com/TheKyleLodi Show, which I hit 10K on. Like I said, if you guys haven't seen the premiere, go watch it. Go watch that video. Absolutely amazing. A lot of people collabed for that. Go check them out also. Very good people. So, and also wanted to say one more thing before we head out. Like I said, shout out to PSVG.
What?
Yeah. Shout out to PSVG, the community I'm in on Patreon for the community. Very awesome group of people that do podcasts. They motivated me in a way to bring back, like I said, bring up my own podcast back from the grave, as I mentioned before. So I'm doing this for you guys every single Sundays, and we're going to be at it every single day, with basically no delays unless there's an emergency, and I probably got to do it. But anyways, like I said, every single Sunday, I got you guys. I got you. So that being said, thank you guys so much for watching the podcast. I hope you guys did enjoy the show. And as always, love you guys. And don't forget to have a good day. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Take a shower. Stay clean. Practice. You're gonna practice social distancing. And as always, hug your loved ones and your friends.
And hump their leg.
Hashtag Peg Bark.
Yeah,
I love you.
Oh my God. All right. That being said, I'm out of here. Hashtag Pug Bark. Love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye!